Hi everyone. In the previous video, I have demonstrated the design of inverter using the carbon nanotube, the schematic view and its layout. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to create the NAND and NOR gates using the carbon nanotube field effect transistor. For the creation and verification, I am using the electric VLSI EDA tool. Now, to create the NAND logic, create a new cell, select the mode as schematic and name this cell as NAND2. 2 indicates it is a 2 input NAND gate. Now it opens a default window where you can place the components. Place the components from this palette. PMOS CN. CN stands for carbon nano. This carbon nanotube is having a default width of 2 and 2. Now I'll change this to 4 and 6. Why I am changing is because the layout will support a minimum width of 4 and length of 6. So I'm using the default value. Use 2 PMOSs in the parallel and place one more NMOS in series to form the NAND structure. So all the transistors are assumed to have equal width and length. Select this, make the copy of it. Connect both the sources to the VDD by using this. This is the VDD. Left click, right click. It is not connected until this bubble appears. Similarly, connect the drain to drain. Place the off page node. Make the required connection. This off page node will act as a output node. Select this node, go to the export, create export, select this to output characteristics and name the label to be y underscore NAND. I want to have the name as y underscore NAND. Now make the required connections. Use the pointer concept here. Double click on this net and name this to A. Similarly, this one B. Just double click on it. This one with B and final transistor with A. So I have labeled this. Make these connections. Place the ground terminal. Place two off-page nodes for inputs. Select this. Double click on this wire and place A. If I select this node, it shows that these two transistors are connected. Similarly, the same process for this port. Select this to be A. Now, I want this to be exported as input port with the label name or port name as VA and this one with VB. Both are inputs and this one you can take it as output. So once the design is completed, placed with the VDD and ground, save the design and use the DRC. It shows that there are 0 errors and 0 warnings. Now this electric VLSI has an inbuilt digital simulator. To simulate that, you can use the built simulation built in ALS simulate current cell. So in order to set the high value, use the V, and to set the low value, use the shortcut key as G, and if you want to set the signal as undefined, use the X. Now just click on this. It is going to load the signals. Else you can load from here also by selecting the Explorer. I want only these three signals to be seen. So you can just slide them down for better visibility. If you see that already for this output, there is some offset. That means this simulator is providing an offset to the signal. Now select this signal and use the slider to create the high value V and G for the low value. In this manner, you can create the signals of the choice. This time, select the VB. Move the slider. You can use V. This has G. So it shows that for 0, 0, it is having a high value. In the rest of the cases, you can verify this design. So in this way, you can simulate the NAND circuit and you can verify the design logically. Now I want to perform the layout view. See, this is the schematic view. Now I want to convert this schematic into layout. For that, go to the cell, new cell, select the mode as layout and define the name same as that of the schematic, NAND 2, so that they form as a group and they have the same names in the schematic and layout. Now in the component palette, these are the layer palettes which can be used. So this cell acts as a P channel. So this transistor is having a minimum width of 4:6. So that's why in the schematic we have used 4:6. So these are the carbon nanotubes with fingers. And this is the polysilicon gate. If you want, you can see it in the 3D window. So carbon nanotubes are placed under the gate. Now use the Ctrl J for rotation. Since I want two transistors, just use Ctrl C and Ctrl V. In between, I have to place the P active contacts for source and drain. So select this. Place one more contact here because I want two transistors. So make the connection. Until they are connected, they cannot form the regions. Left click, right click. Left click, right click. Left click, right click. So you can see, if you want to see the structure, go to the window, 3D view. So this is how the transistor is formed. If you want, you can bring this to closer. You can move this apart. So this is the, if you want to check the DRC, you can check it. Since it is Java based, it has some exceptions. Similarly, you can do the same process for the NMOS or NFETs. Select this, use Ctrl J for rotation. Since I want two transistors to be connected in series. If you observe the schematic, it has two transistors in the parallel and two transistors in series. So Even in the schematic, both the source are connected to the VDD and two drains are connected. Common drain. I can use a common drain for the layout. So this is the common drain. You make the connection by using the components and use the contactor. This one. Since it is a series connected, both should be connected directly and this can be connected. Left click, right click. Now both are in series. These two are in parallel. Make the polysilicon to polysilicon connection. And if you want, you can move this apart or you can just keep it. Next, if you see that, I'll use the N well for this PMOS and P well for NMOS. Use the wells. You can increase the well size to 20 or you can set it to 15. You can bring that closer. Similarly, this well has 15. As in schematic, both the sources are connected to the wells, or I can say VDD. Both the sources are connected to the VDD. I can set the widths to 3. If you want width of less size, so I can set the width to 3. Similarly, a single source is connected to the ground. You can move this aside. Nothing wrong in that. You can change the width if you want. I'll increase this to 17. Okay. Now this is acting as input. So just try to extend this. Select this. Similarly, this is one more input. Or select from here, connect it. Next, the common drain is connected to one of the source point. So for that, select the metal one. And then before that, try to connect this. Then finally, you can reduce the size of these bars to 3. This one also with the 3. If you want, you can keep that the same. Now I am going to connect this to other side. Now just export the names. This one with the VDD because we have the power source in the schematic. Name this as power VDD and this will export it to ground by specifying the characteristics G and D. This one with export that to VA, which is a input. This one to VB And if you want, you can export this to y_NAND. Now if you want to view this, how it is implemented in 3D, you can view this. Go to the window, 3D view. So this is how it is implemented. This shows the how the layers are connected and how the well is attached to the carbon nanotube field effect transistor. If you want, even if you can use this further to have the metal to contact. And see that in 3D view. This is how it is connected. Here also you can place the same thing and you can have the third terminal. Let me place that. Now try to observe this. So if you whenever you want to connect to other layers, you can use the metal 2 as the top routing. So this is the 3D view of the NAND. Now for this layout, I want to make a comparison with the schematic, whether the layout performed is equal to schematic or not. For that, I can go to the tools. First, I'll check the wells. So it shows that there are no well errors found because everything is connected properly. And go to the NCC, network consistency check. So it is going to compare the schematic and layout versions of the cell in the current window. That means for NAND 2, it is going to compare. Now it has given me the message saying that exports are matching, topologies are matching, and sizes are also matching. So if all are matching, the schematic and layout view of NAND is verified. In this manner, you can complete the NAND. So for the sake of clarity of NAND or NOR gate, I have already pre-designed that. I'll show you. So open library, scientific FET. Okay. In this library, I have created the NOR also. So this is the schematic view of the NOR gate where two PMOS are connected in the series with the default width 4:6 for PMOS and 4:6 for NMOS. So you can differentiate the PMOS and NMOS. So it is having VA and VB. Next, if you see the layout view, this is the layout view of the NOR gate. So both are in a series, then a parallel combination. If you want to see the 3D view of this NOR, go to the window 3D view. So this is the 3D view. If you want, you can extend these arms with the higher layers. So this is metal 1 means you can go higher layer as metal 2. Now if I want to verify this NOR gate or NAND gate, any of this, so I'll go to the NAND. I want to check this layout. I want to check or verify this design. Okay. I want to verify this. So go to the tools, simulation built-in, ASL, simulate current cell. So first try to save it. Shows that there is no current view. Just let me close this previous view of NOR because it is opening in two ways. Just save the design. Tools. So it has loaded the signals. So whatever you want, you can create here. So use V to make high, G for low, and again V. Similarly, select the next signal. Use the slider. You can create the V. So like that, the output is going to change. You can see this. Observe this. So for 0 0 it is having a high value. So from this the verification can also be done. So this shows that how these lines you can see that these lines are showing that it is connected. Everything is connected. And to simulate this you don't require any library file for because it has a inbuilt library. So this is the final view of the NAND layout. So hope this video helps the designer to design some complex logic. Thank you.